Platinum. Last time we got here to Jubilee City, and we got two new team members in Evie and Mirror with the Shanks. But more importantly, we're here in Jubilee, and we got a lot of things that we can do now, and we got a lot of things we can do. But we're supposed to normally go in here first. This is the Pokemon Trainer School. That's where Barry apparently is. However, before we do that, there are a few other things we can do. First thing obviously is that you can't go off to the right side over here, which would be Route 203, because Looker is blocking the way. So we can't do that. However, there is something we can get in here, though. I believe if you talk to this person, she'll give you a quick lock. So just want to point that out. That's a pretty good item if you picked up a Pokemon that's going to be slow at the start. Someone else give you anything in here? I'm trying to remember. I know the quick claw person is here, but I don't know if anyone else gives it. You talk about heal balls, which are kind of pointless because at this point you can already have you can catch all the Pokemon that are available right now. Because Dawn gives you 30 Pokeballs to start with. And anyways, that aside, there are going to be encounters that I'll have to go over. Mainly here on Route 204. There it goes. Route 204. We'll get into those encounters later. For now, there's actually something I want to do first. We're gonna go into the Pokemon Center. I know it's the Pokemon Center, you might be thinking, what's the big deal then? Well, I'm just checking, I'll show you in just a sec. I'm gonna show you in a sec what it actually is. We're talking about the unit. It's these two reporters. Now then, if you've played Drayana's ROM hacks before, you probably realize what's going on with these two. If you don't, however, you'll see in just a sec. And just for safety's sake, I'm going to drop stay here just so I can show you. Let's talk to these two. Oh, you're a trainer. You're just who we need. Excuse me. I went to TV. We're the Fun and Games TV station. We're offering straight from the city. We're running a little promotion right now in Southwest Sinnoh. Answer 5 questions correctly, you'll receive a fantastic prize. Do you want to have a go? Yes. Alright, brilliant. Let's get these cameras rolling. Even get the music from the game corner. There we go. First question. Is Pikachu an electric type Pokemon? Yes. That is correct. How about the second question? Does the Kanto region Saffron City have an active fighting type gym? No, it just says gym, it's not actually a gym. Question 3, keep going. Professor Oak's well-known Pokemon researcher based in Canton. His full name is Samsono. No, that is the other Professor Oak. Right you are. The 75 question? On the 7 islands, is it true the trainer tower is on 7 island? Jeez, I don't actually know this one. I haven't played the actual Fire Red Leaf Green in a long time, so I don't remember where it is. Yes? Oh, that was right. Okay. Excellent. Fantastic. Last question. You think you can beat me in a Pokemon battle? Yes? Well, let's see if your answer is correct. Now, alright then, let's fight these two. And, check it out, a Bulbasaur. You might be thinking, you might be just, if you have never played a ROM hack or something, you've never played the specific ROM hack before, you might be wondering, or more specifically, I guess, you never played any of Drayana's ROM hacks, you might be wondering, what does this do? Well, you'll see at the end of the battle. So let's just quickly beat these guys, or beat this person. Squirtle. Again, I have set mode active, so I'm looking at the switch like this. It definitely makes the fights more interesting. Anyways, the squirrel's gonna use water gun here, which is squirrel's gonna use water gun. I don't actually have an electric type move. I completely forgot about that. Quick attack. And bad defense. This is gonna hurt. Alright, Eevee actually. Let's push Eevee. Well, that didn't do much. Alright, let's do comments. Do you have any? Listen, do you have anything? You don't. Alright, cover it again. And boom. And level 7 for our Eevee already. Not bad. Stand attack. No, I am not learning that. Charmander. This person has all 3 Kanto starters. Wow, that is a major difference between Charmander's defense and Squirtle's, that's for sure. Anyway, and she's done. And 69 experience points. Nice. We have a winner. You've won the grand prize. Stupendous work, young trainer. The grand prize of this quiz is the 3 Pokemon I just battled you with. Pokemon for trainers in Kanto. Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Talk to me when you're ready to receive a fabulous prize. The only reason I did say state is just so that way, in case I stupidly hit A or anything and started talking on before this. So I'll just drop it since I don't have to worry about that. But yes, this woman, or if you talk to the guy, the dude, they'll give you the 3 you'll get the 3 Kanto starters if you answer the quiz all the questions correctly and beat her in a fight. So with that, let's pick up these stars. So the winner goes to spoils. Here you go. First up, the sea Pokemon, it's Bulbasaur. Now I'm gonna quickly go over each Pokemon rapid fire for this. So quickly to explain, Bulbasaur gets chlorophyll for its primary ability now. Chlorophyll, if you don't know, it boosts special attack in the sun. Next we have Charmander. By the way, the Bulbasaur line, anything other significant things to mention, Venusaur does have a new secondary ability, has a new primary ability as well, that is not chlorophyll. So just keep that in mind, and it has a few new moves as well, but aside from that, I'm not going to spoil anything else. Anyway, Charmander now. Charmander has a new primary ability as well, Solar Power. Now, if you haven't played some of the newer games, or if you never used something like Mega Houndoom, you probably won't know what this ability does. Solar Power boosts your special attack by 1.5. However, you lose HP at the end of every turn in the sun. So it's a double-edged sword. You do even more damage while you're in the sun with all your moves instead of just fire. But you lose a bit of HP in the process. It's kind of like how dry skin works. It's kind of like how dry skin loses a bit of health while you're in the sun, but you gain HP when hit by a water move. Or something like that. I don't know. Anyways. Also, Charmander's compatible Team 59 Dragon Pulse. Thought I should mention that as well. Anyways, with that aside, the tiny Pokemon Squirtle. Squirtle also has a new ability as well. Squirtle Squirtle, I think, like, between the three of them, I think Bulbasaur kind of got screwed a little bit. I think Bulbasaur probably got the worst of the three abilities. Yeah, you can spam Solar Beam once you get it with Chlorophyll, but yeah. Anyway, Squirtle's new main ability is Rain Dish, a very useful move in the rain. So if you want a weather team, actually have a weather team, picking up the three starters isn't actually a bad idea, because all three of them will do pretty well. All three of them are gonna do pretty well. Anyways, with that aside, there is one other thing I want to mention. There is one other thing for these starters. All three are holding knives, and Bulbasaur is female. Wow. That's not common. Careful nature, not the best one. Got Chlorophyll, which is nice. Charmander. Got Blaze. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Like, solar power is cool, but not really. It's not really my thing, though. Anyway, all three starters have their. Oh, I got Rain Dish. Nice. Anyway, all three stars will have whatever item whatever item corresponds to their type, which is nice. So hey, you'll have those items available to you immediately. You'll have those items available to use right off the bat as well, which is very nice. Nope, that's not what I need to do. I need to move items. Let's move these items. Let's see. Put that in the bag, I can't move it onto my team member like I can in the other games. Interesting. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'm also going to need to deposit these three stars, as I am not intending to use these on my team. At least not now. Kind of like how I did the original, like I was playing Renegade Platinum the first time I did this on this channel. I'm gonna keep, like, there are going to be a couple of team members that are going to be permanent team members throughout the entire game, and there are going to be a few that are not. There are also going to be a few that are not, and there are going to be a few team members that are not permanent team members, and they'll only be around they'll be around for certain parts of the game, either to show off something cool, or to just help me with whatever area I'm going to be in. Because these games can be pretty hard if you don't know what's going on, because the levels are going to be a bit higher than the normal game. Anyways, that aside, let's go in here. Alright, so Barry's over there. We can talk to him. Howdy there, trainer. Howdy there. You're a Pokemon trainer, aren't you? Have you heard about the Pokemon daycare in Celestial Town? It's a place where you can ask old Mom how to raise your Pokemon. Sometimes there's you a special surprise with a Pokemon egg. That's a special promotion. Here's an egg just for you. The cute baby Pokemon inside. Do you want it? This, actually. I'm trying to check my notes here. I'm trying to check my notes here to see exactly what this egg is. Actually, now I think about it, I think I remember now what this egg does. So, I'm going to say yes to this. This egg. This egg is a new event here in July City. You can get it. This egg can have one of the following Pokemon. Bear with me. From this egg, you can get either Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, Tyro, Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, Azurill, Wynaut, Badoo, Chingling, Bonsley, Mime Jr., Happiny, Munchlax, or Riolu. it is completely random. It is completely random what Pokemon will hatch out of the egg. So if any of those Pokemon sound interesting to you, specifically one like Elekid, Magby, and Riolu, for instance, or maybe even Badoo or Pichu if you want to go that route, or Togepi if you want to get that early. Anyway, if any of those sound interesting to you, I would recommend saving in front of her before talking to her and taking the egg, so that way you can pick whatever. That way you can hopefully get the one you want. Anyway, that aside, that is everything regarding that woman. Now we do have these two battles here that we can also do. I'm gonna do these two fights since we have a bunch of new encounters to go over on Route 204, on the south part of Route 204. So let's get the ball rolling. And starting things off, we have Badoo. Now Badoo obviously, if you know, can evolve into Roselia, and then into Rosary when fully evolved. Nothing too special there. However, now Badoo normally is kind of bad. But in this case, you don't have to worry about having a Badoo from on if you decide to pick one up here, or if you don't get Badoo from the egg. Badoo now has Poison Point as its main ability, and Natural Cure is the secondary slot now. So you're more likely to get you're more likely to get Poison Point for your ability. But that aside, Badoo also starts with a lot more base happiness. And if that wasn't enough, on top of that, Badoo will now evolve into Roselia regardless of the time. So you won't have to worry about trying to play the game so if you're a night person, you don't have to worry about waiting until morning to get Badoo to evolve. But that aside, there is one other thing of major note for you. Even if you catch a Badoo here, or if you get one from the egg, I kind of would semi-recommend holding off evolving it immediately. Why? Well, Badoo will get some pretty good moves if you actually choose to wait to evolve a little bit. You can get Stun Spore and Sleep Powder at level 12, so those are pretty good moves to have on the grass type. And if you really are dedicated, you can wait till level 16. You can wait till level 18 and get Extra Sensory early. Yep, Extra Sensory, a really solid psychic move this early on. It would be pretty good to have on a Roselia, and later on Rose Raid as well. Pretty good move. So Badoo is actually Badoo's not completely useless at the start, and you'll definitely be able to make use of it if you choose. If you wait a little bit longer to evolve it, because it won't disappoint you, I can guarantee that. Plus, it's faster than Turtwig or Bulbasaur, so it's the fastest grass type we've seen up to this point. But that aside, next up, it's Bellsprout. Now, Bellsprout. Honestly, Bellsprout, I never really used the Bellsprout line a lot. Just never really had, either I never had the chance to, or the only time I ever really had a Bellsprout would be in any of the Johto games where you traded to get the Onyx before Falconer's Gym, usually in my case for shits and giggles. But that aside, Bellsprout does have a secondary ability now, aside from just chlorophyll. Don't worry, you don't need to worry. I wouldn't recommend going for the secondary ability. Secondary ability for Bellsprout is Gluttony. Why you would want that, I don't know. Its ability will carry all the way to its final evolution. So just keep that in mind. Aside from that, nothing really notable for the Bellsprout line. For the Bellsprout line in terms of moves. Nothing out of the ordinary, which is kind of a letdown considering how Drayano usually does things. Drayano being the creator of this raw hat. But that aside, Bellsprout might have been a little disappointing. But this next Pokemon is definitely not disappointing. Ralts. Ralts can now be found here. And oh boy, this is going to be something. I have avoided talking about this specific feature of Renegade Platinum so far. And I realized back in post-recording, I unintentionally spoiled what it was. The fairy type is in this game. Yep, you heard me. The rare and basically unused question mark type that was used for the move Curse has been converted into the fairy typing, and it works. So the fairy typing? So the fairy typing, of course, obviously it's super effective on dark and fighting types. It's resisted by it's weak to steel and poison moves, and it's resisted attacking wise by a bunch of types and resisted a few types as well. But yeah, fairy typing is in the game. And Ralts is one of the Pokemon that you can get early on that has said fairy typing. So, with this fairy typing though, Ralts is a psychic fairy as it is. Any Pokemon that normally would have the fairy typing at this point in the series will have the fairy typing now. So things like the Togepi, Cleffa, and Igglybuff that you can get from the egg will be fairy typing instead. Also, any move that was changed to be a fairy type, or any fairy type move, or any fairy type move is also added into the game as well now. So Ralts at level 16 will get the move Draining Kiss, and at level 7 it's going to have Disarming Voice as well, both fairy type moves. So that is really cool. Ralts itself though also got a little bit of a buff, so it's slightly better to use early on until you can evolve it. It has a bit of a buff to its special attack and special defense, which is very nice. But yeah, that aside, there are some other interesting things about the Ralts line, but I'm not going to spoil them for the obvious reasons. But yeah, a real major change to the game is the fairy typing, and oh boy, it's definitely a really good. And oh boy, it's a really good thing for this game. And I hope you guys will like trying to use fairy types in Gen 4 of all things. Anyways, next up, Caterpie. And by extension Weedle, and also Warpole are here as well. So with these two, Caterpie, obviously, nothing major. It's just that Caterpie now, it's just that everything in the Caterpie line that the other two, the Caterpie and Metapod, and by extension Metapod, will both now have two abilities. Metapod will only have Shed Skin, however, but it does have Iron Defense, which is something, I guess. Canopy also gets Bug Bite. Also has Bug Bite as a starting move, which is something. Canopy also gets Runaway as a starting ability now. So if you want, you can just run away with your Canopy if you have it in the front of the party and you're trying to switch terrain early on. And Butterfree also has some changes as well, which we'll probably get into like at a later point. Mainly, but anyways, last side, Weedle is also here. Weedle's also here as well, and Weedle's still Weedle. Weedle's still Weedle, as you can probably expect. Weedle also got the Runaway ability as well, but Beedrill. Beedrill, I guess I can talk about Butterfree and Beedrill a little bit. Butterfree got some new moves to work with. Butterfree can now learn Fly, which is a really cool thing. The ever-coveted TM88, which I still will not spoil what that TM is. And it also can learn TM62 Bug Buzz normally. And it can also learn it via level up, so you don't have to worry about waiting a while to get that move. And Beedrill, Butterfree also has its two abilities, Tinted Lens and Compound Eyes, and Butterfree got a few stat boosts as well to its special attack and defense, and its speed as well. However, the bigger change went to Beedrill, if you can believe it. Beedrill got a big change in terms of getting the adaptability ability. Try saying that five times fast. Anyway, adaptability boosts any move of the same type. Any same type attack bonus it would get is ×2 instead of just 1.5, which is pretty good. Beedrill also got a pretty big boost to its attack and speed. It can take a special hit slightly better, not much, but slightly better as well. It can also learn Fly, and it can learn Bug Buzz as well. And it also got a couple new moves as well, which you'll definitely find useful if you choose to go with Beedrill. So hey, Beedrill isn't useless outside of the early game now. Hooray! But now we come to the next early game bug Pokemon, Wurmple. Now this thing. Wurmple can get Runaway as a secondary ability now, which is something. Also, by the way, here's an example of the fairy typing. I use Bite on this Rolls right here, and as you can see, it's not super effective now because it's got the fairy typing. So there you go. Just wanted to point that out since I said it earlier. But anyways, back to Wurmple. Wurmple, Silcoon, and Cascoon have nothing too interesting to note. However, its evolution Beautifly does have something interesting. Beautifly can now get the rivalry ability aside from just having Swarm. Beautiful also got a boost to its special attack, and it's slightly faster now, which is very nice. Just like with all the other early game bugs, it can now learn Fly. But Beautiful can now learn Fly. It can learn Bug Buzz by TM now. It can also learn TM88, which again we'll get into that when we find it. And by extension, Dunstark's also got a bit of a boost. Dunstarks can now have its Compound Eyes ability in this game. So any move that it uses will have a slightly better accuracy. Really good if you're going for lower accuracy moves that do a lot of damage. Dustlike's got a boost to its special attack and special defense, so it's slightly better. So it's way better at actually doing something now. Can learn Bug Buzz and Fly as well, TM88 as well, and it gets some pretty good moves, and it gets some pretty okay moves as well, which is a nice thing. But that aside, there is one last Pokemon to talk about, and that's Ladybug. Actually, no, I'm wrong. There's plenty of more Pokemon to do. Ladybug, I guess we'll do these ones rapid fire. Ladybug, still kind of sucks. Probably wouldn't recommend using Ladybug, but if you are agent, but hey, Ladybug does get the elemental punches, and it did get a boost to its attack and speed, and Ladybug can also have Technician and Iron Fist now. So yeah, the Ladybug line still kind of sucks, but it sucks slightly. It sucks a little bit less now, and you have a better chance of being actually able to do something with it. But that is all the Pokemon for finding in the morning, though. Sunkern. Sunkern got a boost. I want to like Sunkern. I kind of want to like Sunkern, but it's still not. Sunkern is still not fair. Sunkern and Bike Extension Sunflora are still not very good. I probably wouldn't recommend using them, honestly. But if you want to get a decent grass type that can get solar power as an ability, hey, Sunkern and Sunflora can get it. So hey, there you go. Spinnerack is also here, but only during the night. Now Spinnerack, just like pretty much all the other bug Pokemon's got a boot. Ooh, Scope Lens. Okay, so there's a Scope Lens here, and anyways, getting back on track. Spinnerack, just like all the other early game bug Pokemon, got a boost to its attack, and a boost to its better attacking stat, and to its speed as well. It can learn Bug Buzz like pretty much everything else, and unfortunately though, no new ability for the Spinnerack line, unfortunately. So that's one downside. Spinnerack kind of got shafted in not getting any new abilities or anything fancy. There is two other Pokemon though. Quickly to note, Roselia can be found on Route 204 if you use the Poke Radar. So if you don't want to raise up a Dew, you can just go straight for Roselia. Although I kind of don't want to recommend doing that because you can get some nice moves with Badoo if you want to have a little bit of patience with it. Last Pokemon, however, is Oddish. Oddish gets Runaway as a secondary ability, which will then become Stench and then Effect Spore when it's fully evolved into Vileplume. However, its other form, Blossom, also got something as well out of this. Blossom got something, which is actually Blossom got some pretty nice stuff out of this. And with Blossom got a few interesting changes, some new moves. Blossom got some new moves. Blossom got some new moves. Its secondary ability is now Own Tempo, which is nice. And yeah, nothing too interesting, although nothing else interesting really to note for that. But with that, we have finally taken care of all the encounters for Route 204. Hey Chance, did you come here to study too? I went ahead and erased everything that was up on the blackboard. After all, it's a trainer's job to avoid having their precious Pokemon hurt in battle, right? So Chance, what brings you here, huh? You've got something for me? And we've finally delivered the parcel. So what is this? Score! It's a town map! Huh? Why are there two in here? I like it a lot, but I don't need two. Here, James, you take one. And we get a town map for our troubles. According looking at the town map, I guess Oreburg City is where I should be going next. There's a gym there, so it'd be perfect for who I just caught. Well, I'm on the road to becoming the greatest trainer after all. See you around. And he takes off. In typical Barry fashion. But yeah. Oh, this guy. Oh, it's a Pokemon trading game. You have no Poketch. That is Pokemon Watch, or Poketch for short. Oh my, you're a rare case indeed. Well, this simply cannot do. Here's a Poketch for you. Yep, we don't have to go through the clown nonsense to get this. You're a lucky one today. That Poketch has every app installed. Touch the Poketch screen to find what apps are right for you. Yep, no nonsense with clowns and coupons and whatnot. We just straight up get this immediately. Very, very nice. And as he said, all the apps will be on here by default, so you can see everything. You can see party, it's the happiness one, the dowsing machine is here, berry map, breeding one, recent Pokemon caught. Also, yes, I caught a Centered off screen just as a secondary HM user if I ever decide I don't want to use Badoo for some reason. We have the counter app. We have the counter app. I'm using all this with my mouse. We have the clock function here with the backlight. We've got the marking map, the link searcher, coin flip. We have the coin flip. We have this one. We have this one, which is actually pretty. We have this one, which is actually pretty. We have this thing, which this helps determine types. So this helps with typing. So let me try. Yeah, see, water ground, very effective. We have the calendar, so you can see. So yeah, you can see what day I'm playing it on. It's playing on the 4th, on April 20th. So yeah, spoiler to what day I'm playing it. We have this thing. We have this thing here, which is pretty cool. The spinner thingy for deciding things. This is the Poke Radar chaining thing. We have a timer. We have the Kegler color scale thing. We have the breeder thing. We have the breeder thing, so you can see if Pokemon are compatible with breeding or not. This is a stopwatch. Not sure what this one actually is, believe it or not. And then back to start. I'm probably just gonna have this app up for usually because it shows off what's in my party. So that way I don't have to put anything on the layout. Yay! But anyways, there is another thing or two I want to do. Oh, never mind. I don't have to worry about that. The egg is hatching already. Now, let's see what we get. Hey, it's Badoo. Nice. I'm not gonna use Badoo, but hey. Hey, it's pretty cool. Hey, pretty cool to catch it to get this thing right now. I'm not gonna give it a name, of course, but hey, that's actually pretty nice. There is something else over here. This guy. Oh, it's a good thing. You think I'm right? This person will give you the old rod. You can catch quite a bit of Pokemon with. You can catch quite a few Pokemon with it. Also, he'll give you 10 dive balls. You can catch more than just Magikarp with this old rod now. So yeah, it's a fishing rod. No, but he'll tell us anyway. You probably know how the fishing rod works. We can catch Pokemon like Magikarp with this thing now. Also TMO3 Water Pulse. You can pick a water type starter. Good news. You have a water type move. You have a really good water type move immediately. Let me try using the old rod though real quick. I'll go over the old rod encounters at a later. Any old rod encounters caught up to the, we can get up to this point at later, I mean, probably in the next episode. We've been going for quite a while. We've been going for a while at this point. And as you can see, though, Magikarp is here. Magikarp is here. Are you really surprised by that? Anyway, Magikarp's there, so yeah, no big surprise. But yeah, that's actually pretty much everything I wanted to cover this episode. We got the Pokédex, we got the Pokédex, we got a town map, went over a dozen new encounters a huge major new feature for this game, for the game as well, and we did some fights which were actually kind of difficult if you were paying attention, if you were noticing what was going on. And hey! Wow. I didn't expect to run into one right away, but hey, I'll try and catch it. Waltz. Waltz is gonna be something. Ah. Damn. Waltz was something I was looking forward to using on my team at an interim basis. Because why not? Psychic types are pretty good. So yeah, I was planning on using Waltz. Unfortunately, I didn't catch one, but oh well. We'll get one next time. But anyways, that aside, now that is everything done for this episode. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that now that you know about the fairy typing and a whole bunch of cool encounters that you can catch just north of here, our team will hopefully get a little bit bigger, and you'll start enjoying this ROM hack even more as we keep playing through it. Anyways, that side, I have been Midnight Absol, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.